You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel.
We present The Apple of His Eye by Trisha Bracher with Lucy Ailey Parker, Paul Francis and Karen Singer. Are you married?
I was. She was a good girl, but we were too young.
Mum and Dad never wanted me to get hitched. They were disappointed. That's a little word with lots of letters. Always thought I should become a nurse. Little did they know.
Are they...
Popped off, one after the other in 1983. Left me the caravan in Dymchurch. I wanted to sell up, move down permanently. But Ken never liked the sea air. Said the smell made him sick. Seaweed and sewage. I love the smell of seaweed.
So he attacked you?
Just the once.
Well, that's enough.
I put my foot down. Like Brenda said, we should have at least 1 week away every year. He wouldn't get on a plane, so we'd have to get on the M20.
And you won.
A microscopic victory, but a victory all the same. Didn't like it when the policeman came.
We don't tend to be on people's party list.
That house is worth $750,000 now. Ken was right about some things.
So you didn't want to sell up when he went?
I was expecting him to come back.
We could have rented the house out.
What about my job? Won't be much to you, but...
I get all my best gear from the charity shop.
I can see. Then there were the kids. Joanne's rushed off her feet, couldn't cope without me. That's what Michael says. You're an angel.
Nice to be needed.
You got kids?
Me and the missus tried. We tried a lot. Then she met a dustman called Dave.
What was it, an episode of Bob the Builder?
Recycling management executive at the depot in Acton.
That's where Joanne lives. In a little flat. I said she could move in with me. Her, Michael and the kids, but she said that was like admitting Dad wasn't coming back. She was the apple of his eye. He never wanted her to leave in the first place. Said he could tolerate Michael. Michael put his foot down. Said they'd start as they mean to go on. Terrible scene. Joanne in tears. Me praying Ken couldn't see where to hit Michael.
I'm glad it's just me to look after.
Where's Dave the dustman now?
Well, they upgraded to Greenford.
I had a lover, you know. We never actually made love, but he was still a lover.
Yvonne, I don't think...
Have I shocked you?
It's just that...
Do I look too old?
You look fresh as a daisy.
Even before Ken... Well, you know.
You don't have to.
Before teacher gets back. Putting on the serious face to show I'm in trouble. And the smiles when she thinks she's getting somewhere.
She's just...
Been promoted? What did you want?
Too much paperwork, too much politics.
You're old school. Like Inspector Frost.
They'd have pensioned him off years ago.
I always like the shots of him running after suspects. 5 yards and he'd stop holding his heart.
It always got him banged to rights, though.
Alan. Came into the shop one day looking for something old-fashioned. He was saying the words, but I was just staring into his green eyes. Blue, he reckoned, but I always thought they were green.
My wife had...
Somehow we got talking about Dymchurch. Turns out he had a caravan there too. On the posh site, not the one with the kids screaming and the dogs barking. One near the Romney Hive and Dymchurch narrow gauge railway. Sweet little level crossing.
Does it go to Dungeness? I
He's
think...
just been made redundant. Big, strong man like him. Fireman. Still, they'd given him a decent payoff and he was looking to spend some of it. I said to him, you don't want to start in a charity shop? And he said, I don't want to start in Harrods either.
Where is Alan now?
Probably walked past each other 6 times in Dymchurch. Like those twins who lived 2 doors down but never meet. He even went to the Legion once. Once was enough, apparently. It was the night they had autistic Elvis.
Autistic Elvis?
Never been diagnosed, but that's what everyone calls him. To his face.
I used to do a bit of karaoke.
Neil Diamond.
Spot on.
I can always spot a Neil Diamond.
Sweet Caroline.
You don't bring me flowers.
Girl, you'll be a woman soon.
Ken always hated karaoke. What is it they say about golf? A good walk spoiled.
Winston Churchill.
I thought it was Mark Twain.
I bow to your greater knowledge. All I've got at home is the Argos catalogue.
He used to sit by the door, making sure people had their tickets. Members only, no dogs, no children.
Alan likes a bit of karaoke then.
We duetted once in his caravan. He's got a little machine you can plug into the telly. Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. Islands in the Stream.
Alan still goes down to Dymchurch, does he?
If you're asking if he was there that night.
No,
I was. All 6 foot of him. He knew it was our 50th anniversary, me and Ken. He knew Ken would forget my birthday too. Not that I wanted to be reminded, but you still get, you'd like some kind of recognition, wouldn't you? 50 years loyal service. Or to get a carriage clock. Or one of those pens they give you for inquiring about funeral cover. It was a lovely warm night. Blowy, mind. You know how it is by the sea. Alan said he'd be in his caravan if I changed my mind.
Changed your mind?
He'd asked me to leave Ken. It was our 50th anniversary. How could I leave him?
When are you supposed to leave?
That's what he said. Wanted us to go away together like a couple of teenagers. I always fancied Jersey. Loved a bit of Bergerac. Ken reckoned he was a ponce who couldn't nick his chin with a cutthroat razor.
Bergerac wouldn't last 5 minutes in Acton.
Said he'd keep the light on all night. I imagined watching the Olympic ceremony with him and a bottle of Campari.
You went out that night.
I've been telling lies for 50 years.
And I've spent 50 years listening to them.
Picture the scene. I've done Ken a nice chicken dinner, roast potatoes, all the trimmings, tin of rice pudding for afters, Wall's vanilla ice cream, waiting for him to give me a card. We never did presents, but I like a little card. Watching the telly, waiting for him to say something about our half-century together. All those fireworks going off, people smiling, waving flags, and he gets up and goes to the pub.
You weren't invited?
I never wanted to go down the Legion, but it's nice to be asked, eh? That's when I knew I'd have to leave. It wasn't a choice anymore.
I knew about Dave for months.
So I pulled my coat on. There for 5 minutes looking at myself in the mirror. About Joanne and the kids and what they were going to say.
Good luck. Maybe.
Maybe. You never know with kids. She was the apple of his eye.
I always wanted a little girl.
Joanne's tough. Hard as nails. Suppose she had a rotten start. Rotten mother, maybe. You never know, do you? You try to influence them, soften them up a little bit, show them some affection. She loved her dad to bits, though.
What happened after the chicken dinner?
I ran round to Alan's caravan. He was sitting there with a Jack Daniels and Coke, couldn't believe his eyes. Mr. Bean was playing Chariots of Fire on a little organ.
I remember that. Just after all the Mary Poppins.
He wanted us to leave that night. Said he'd get the car, pick up my stuff and take me away. I said he was drunk. And he said he'd just sobered up.
What did you want to do?
No idea. You don't plan for any of this, even when you've got 50 years to play with. Just standing there in my coat, staring at the telly. Alan standing there next to me, afraid to put his arms around me.
Afraid?
Never even kissed. Does that shock you? It
Ken was a lucky man.
was like a brief encounter, only in a caravan. Close your eyes, Detective Sergeant. Picture the scene. There were dirty great seagulls swooping outside. I was standing there at his caravan door, afraid to knock. He must have seen me in the glass. Some kind of shadow.
You're here.
I'm here.
Come with me.
You're drunk.
I've just sobered up. We could go to Benidorm or somewhere better.
I can't.
You're here.
I know.
Then come with me. We can go straight to the airport.
What am I going to say to him?
You don't say anything.
Let him work it out?
Exactly.
My heart's like a puddle on the floor. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry.
Then mend it, dear Liza, dear Liza, dear Liza. Then mend it, dear Liza, dear Liza, mend it.
You were so dapper that day. When you walked into that shop, that grey suit really brought out your eyes.
Blue.
Green?
Now we've established that, can we go?
I'm thinking.
That lovely red dress made your blonde hair shine.
Surrounded by dead men's clothes.
I only wanted a cummerbund for my retirement party.
That was it, a cummerbund.
Who wears a cummerbund these days?
Ken keeps his back straight, like a corset.
Let's go. We can talk about him in the car.
I need to see him.
Yvonne! Yvonne! I'm coming with you.
You can't.
You can't stop me.
I'm not swapping one bully for another.
I thought you...
Oh, what a way to go. Mown down by the Romney Hythe and Dymchurch Railway.
Let me hold you. You're freezing.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Not anymore.
Where's he going on a night like this?
Where's anyone going?
Maybe it's something special for the Olympics.
They could try stopping at the level crossing.
I've never seen it run like that, like the Blind Scotsman.
I want to be there for you. When you tell him.
Stay here for me. You're not a bully. You could never be a bully. You're the best of men. The very best. I don't normally cry.
Darling.
I haven't cried since 1983.
What happened in 1983?
Joanne was watching Top of the Pops. 13 she was.
The difficult age.
Oh, she'd always been sad. Even when she was a toddler. You'd think she'd be happy to get a new mummy, but she was always so sad.
Over Top of the Pops?
Then Morrissey came on.
Who?
Lead singer of the Smiths.
Who?
One of those new romantics, I think, like Adamant.
Oh, all the makeup and the hair.
No, he had a lovely quiff. Must have been a rocker.
You know, I was a mod when I had hair.
I can just see you on your motorbike.
I had a nice little scooter, thank you very much. Brighton every weekend, until they started the fighting. I just liked the music. I didn't want to kick anyone's head in.
Morrissey was chucking gladioli around.
Ah, peace and love.
No, I don't think so. One in the eye for everyone.
So, how did it end up in tears?
Ken called him I can't say the word, see you next Tuesday.
Joanne
stormed out. Said if anyone was a see you next Tuesday, it was him, Dad. Ken.
Oh, Christ.
I'd never seen him so angry. His eyes were glowering. That's the word, isn't it? Like the Incredible Hulk. His shirt about to rip open.
Thank God for the cummerbund.
It wasn't funny.
I'm sorry, love.
He was about to go after her. So I stood in the doorway, blocked his path.
Darling.
Said if I didn't move, I'd be sorry.
But he's all talk, right?
Punched me in the guts. I can't breathe.
I just wanted to hold you tighter.
Oh, don't stop.
Did you tell the police?
Neighbours called. Heard all the shouting.
So you told them?
We were supposed to take her away from all that. We were supposed to be a warm, soft place to land.
So they nicked him?
I denied it.
You lied?
I've been lying for 50 years.
You defended him?
She wouldn't really want her dad in prison. She was the apple of his eye.
Didn't they examine you?
Not in those days. It was a domestic, no harm done.
I'm going to kill him.
After all these years, how's that going to help me?
You'll be free.
I am free. He's only little. He's half blind. He's got a gun.